Look, right in front of us you can see the Colosseum, which we're not going to today. Well, good morning, gang. How are you? How's your day going? Well, we're not actually going to do the forum today. I just decided to start over here. I actually have tickets for this in a few days, and we're going to do a special sunglass vlog for that one. Today, I'm heading more over in this direction. Pretty lonely day out here for the carriage. They got his eyes all covered up and everything. Poor guy. Yep, we got some rain today. Oh, and by the way, Daze with Jordan the Lion begins now. I want to take a walk in this church here real quick. Oh man, I love that music. Isn't that just the greatest thing to listen to while you're walking around a city? Now we're going to the Basilica Santi Cosma e Damiano. Whatever. I don't speak Italian. Now, part of the reason I wanted to come in here is because this church has been here, well, it's been a church since 527 BC, but before that, parts of this building were actually part of the original Roman Forum, and they believe that they used to keep a lot of their records in here, and my goodness, look how old that is, you know? We're going to take a look at this insane nativity scene, kind of like the one we saw in Napoli, but this is, I mean, this is the size of the entire building. Look how detailed all that is. This thing is massive. I mean, massive. Oh my gosh, look at that. Wow. Wow. Whew. Great googly moogly. There's Jesus right there in the center, in between those forums, those columns. Oh, wait, do you see this? I can only imagine how old this art is, you know? Now, like I said, we're actually going to go inside the Roman Forum, and I'm going to do a special vlog for somebody that day, because that's where the Temple of Julius Caesar is. That's where Caesar was cremated. We'll also be going to the Colosseum that day, so that Patreon's going to get a pretty special vlog. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. Beautiful. So beautiful. This section inside here, this circular section, this was part of the original Forum church. That's what they incorporated into this church. Let's go. On to the next stop. Now, I said I was gonna do some Roman holiday filming locations while I was here, and I'm gonna. Maybe I'll edit that and put it together later, but the problem is everything's so spread out, I just wouldn't be able to do it all in one day. and it just get too confusing. Now this over here was actually part of the forum, but it was, this was like the marketplace. Now, let me blow your mind here for a second. Think of how many chariots used to go up and down this before it was what it is now. Okay, this was the marketplace. Does your Kroger or Ralph's look like that? Good grief, man, that is awesome. Look at all that. Look at all that history down there. They don't let you down into this part, it doesn't appear. Probably if you're on like a private tour or something, they will. Now, throughout its history, I mean, Rome had many, many emperors. I mean, we're talking Nero, Augustus, Julius Caesar, Constantine. The history here is insane, and what people went through while living here. Some good, some bad. Now this is the Forum of Augustus. A lot of people believe that Augustus was maybe one of the greatest rulers, and I mean, when I was studying him, he was one of my favorites. He was the adopted son of Julius Caesar, also known, I believe, as Octavius. Look at when this was around from. Now, what's interesting about this forum was that they said that they actually didn't even find this until like 2004. They had a funded expedition to kind of dig around here, and they said how this would have originally been laid out is this actually would have had a ton of statues all over the place, and it would have actually been marbled tile grounds imported from Tuscany. I can't believe I'm getting that excited about marble, but man, look at that. And as you can see, there's a gate right here because they're still going. There's still stuff going on back there. So this section over here, it's saying that this was the Forum de Triano. And this is kind of a visual of what it would have looked like then with all those columns. So that's where those columns date back to. We're talking 112, 113 AD. So that's what that would have looked like at the time. Wow, look at all that. They actually have a walkway you can take to get to see a little bit more. There he is. There's Augustus, the great one. So check this out. We are about to see the Forum of Caesar. And this dates back to 46 AC. And there's a statue to the great Julius Caesar. I'm gonna swap lenses here. The great Julius Caesar. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to go over and see what that's all about. This is kind of cool. They have a little bit opened up down here. You can see the tiling. And look here on the ground. Oh, I wonder what that is down there. Look at that. Sometimes people are such lemmings. They have a whole walkway that allows you to get down here, and not one person would use it because nobody else was using it. So I start using it now, everybody's starting to walk down here. Trendsetter. Man, look at that. God, I love this kind of stuff. I'm not even a builder, but I am kind of amazed by how many different materials they would use for each wall and how they would make them, make the arches. What the heck? Look, here's a part where they actually paved over one of them. Isn't that kind of crazy? Just kind of buried in there. If you get close, you can see the technique to putting this stuff on. There's like a circle around each one. To think that all used to be marble tile. I believe it. Now let's start making our way around the city. Man. Let's press on. Wow, how nice is that place? Now check this out. All right, there's the Pantheon. Now, tell me, how does it compare to the one in Naples we saw? You know, it doesn't have the big arc around it, but... Oh, I hear somebody playing Stairway. No Stairway to Heaven. Bow, bow, bow. Gotta love it when it's free music for your vlog. All right, does anybody feel like going in? I do, let's go. Believe it or not, I think we might have found something that actually doesn't cost an admission. Oh, and by the way, I have gotten one Coca-Cola and one Sprite while I've been here. I hated them both. I don't know what they've done to them, but they both taste like Diet. All right, we are inside. Wow! Whew. Trying to give you guys a good panoramic. So they have barriers around it, and I just realized why. Because that's an opening that's always been a natural light opening, and since it rained today, of course, we've got rain, we've got water on the ground, so I'm sitting here going, what's the significance of this? And then I noticed right there, I'm like, that's what it is, I remember now. Now I know I mentioned Vittorio Emanuele when we were in Napoli. Here's where he's buried. Look how old this painting is. Half of it's fallen away. You can see that it's literally almost split in half, where it's just brick underneath. Probably been chipped away and put in a museum somewhere. And then if you notice on the very top, there's a head over here and a head up there. Now if you look closely, you can see there are some jewels on her because this is Umberto of Italy, former king, and then Margherita, which I have to assume that's where the pizza got its name. See the crown and scepter at the very top of this right here? Can you see the jewel on her shoulder? There's actually a few of them. And this is where Raphael's buried. Some names always stick out in your mind, and when you're from my age group, anybody that was named, one of the Ninja Turtles was named after, you're going to remember them. Right there it says, after Raphael's death in the 1520s, the artist's body was immediately transferred here. So his grave is right there.
Crazy.
Now it's crazy if you read right here. It says during 1833, Gregorio had the grave opened to verify that Raphael's body was actually in there. Crazy.
Crazy.
That guy beside me was really getting a kick out of watching me vlog. So that's where Raphael's buried, and like I said, Gregorio had him dug up to make sure he was in there, and he is. Now this section over here is called the Chapel of the Madonna of the Clemency. Now of course Roman Holiday had a scene here. Well gang, it's about to rain again. I can already feel it, and I got about a 30-minute walk back to my place, and I need to do laundry. I know, that's not a real good excuse, but I'm gonna call it a day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. I have a lot of people to thank, so here goes. Thank you, Tracy Dowell, Brian Kilpatrick, Edward Shorter, James Harrington, Arthur Childs, Mary Mueller, Tanya Sumner. Thank you all for donating to my channel and supporting what I'm doing out here. I have gotten an overwhelming amount of feedback from people loving the Italian vlogs and just feeling like they're here, and that's always the goal. That's literally always the goal, is to make you guys feel that you have somewhere to escape to every day. So have a great night. Come back and see me in Rome tomorrow. Good.